Hello, welcome back to Liene Plans. I am here with a flip through of my journal and complete planner from Sterling Ink for May of 2026. I've had it back in its clear cover. We were traveling just this last weekend, so it just was a little bit easier to have it in a slightly tougher option. Before that, I still had it in the same cover that I showed you guys last month, the fabric one, which was really lovely. But yeah, clear cover's a good option when you are traveling. So just to have a little look at my year so far, still working on my bingo card. I started tracking just some of the adventures that we have, just so that I know, because I wanted to try and have a monthly family adventure. But I wasn't really keeping a closer watch on that. So I just am keeping a little bit of a track there. There's a few things that are sort of to complete regularly through the year. So I'm, I guess, sort of wondering if I need to do this for a few other things as well. I don't know. We'll see. This is my books of the Bible. I'm reading through chronologically, and this is my year in pixels. So this is my wellness tracker, and these ratings are based on my daily tracker. So I am tracking my cycle, whether I'm working, whether I had pain like headaches or things like that, if I've slept well, if I've eaten well, if I've had enough water, if I've prayed, if I've moved, and if I've replenished. And then I give myself a little plus minus combined rating. So this is how I went through May. I think I did pretty well. I didn't get as low as 1, which I have done in a couple of months, including the start of June. So there was definitely a couple of low ones, and I did make it to a 6 on one day, so I'm feeling like that's pretty good. I did have headaches. I think a couple of those were migraines. I think one wasn't, but anyway. And then I read 10 books again this month, and that's where I've tracked those. Yeah, pretty pleased with how I'm going there. So I'm gonna flick across to the monthly calendar, which didn't change too much. I think I've said it before, I don't tend to spend a lot of time in this particular spread. It's sort of a set and forget kind of option for me, but I do sort of still have a little marker here, so it's easy to find. So it's my title page and my highlights. Loving this page. I love the colors of this month too. I'm not a huge pink person, but I really like it when it's with this sort of pale blue. I like soft muted colors. So this is the first week of, or partial week of May, and I tend to try and do the half of the week from the month before in pencil, and then the month that I'm in black and color. So it's sort of how I'm using those funny double up weeks. So first of May started with I think I had was that written in? I feel like it was. I wrote it on the 4th, but I did take meds on the 30th of April. So I started without a headache, courtesy of the medication. That's right. I got my eyebrows and lashes done. It was so nice. It was such a nice way to start the month too. It's definitely something to keep in mind. And I got a lash lift. I get them, I've only had a couple over the years, but I love how long it lasts. So it's, we're a week into June now when I'm filming this, and it's still visible. So I haven't used mascara or anything like that for a month and a half. It's amazing. May 2nd was Saturday, and it was such a nice day. Like, I did work in the morning, but then I went for a float afterwards, and it was so lovely. I love a good float. Went and watched my husband and eldest son play soccer, and it was the funniest thing. The field was right next to a local bobbles club, and there was a group of people visiting from a different city. Like, I mean, we're talking sort of 3 hours away, and they just decided to go for our team. And so they were just yelling and screaming and supporting and cheering and chanting, and it was so fun. Yeah, I've not really seen anything quite like it before. It was too good. We took a photo with the team and then the visitors behind. It was really cute. On the 3rd of May, the Sunday, we went out to lunch for my father-in-law's birthday. It was his 70th, the following day. And so I managed to get some photos of them with each sort of branch of the family, with each of their children and their children's partner and kids. So that was really fun. This is the 2nd week. So this was my father-in-law's actual birthday. Weekly, I did jot down a couple of things. Cinnamon scroll coffee. This is my son and one of his good mates. I took them out to the shops the following day. It was Mother's Day on the Sunday, so just wanted to make sure they had a chance to get a little something for myself and, you know, his mate's mum. We went to the Enchanted Forest, which is like a lights festival that they do in one of the local national parks. And then Mother's Day, we had church and went out for lunch and went to a local bookshop and then out for dinner in the evening. Oh, that's right. So on the Monday, coming back to May 4th, these are my dailies. I actually saw a ray in the lake and I took a photo of that. That was really cool. I did a bit of colouring for this spread. Enjoyed this a lot. I like being able to do that during my breaks at work. It's very relaxing. I love how it turns out too. This was super fiddly to cut out though, so it's a bit messy if you look close, so let's not. So this was Mother's Day, photo of me with my mum and then me with my husband, eldest and youngest. This was a little card that they gave us at church, which I thought was really cute. So this is the second full week of May. Thinking through some CPD options. Youngest got another award, it looks like. Looks like he got 98% for that classwork. For Mother's Day, my eldest got me some tea in a tin. And so this was a couple of the options. And then I just cut out the tags from the bag at the end and stuck it in. Such a thoughtful gift. It's very lovely. Here's our youngest little kitten. Actually, he's a full-grown cat now, but he's the youngest, so still feels like the baby. Had a migraine this morning, so I didn't make it to watch soccer with the boys, but I don't know, wasn't thinking clearly and decided to like go nuts and clean the whole house. I don't know, that was once the migraine had passed and I was post-romal and just fuzzy. Did a bit of a clean out of like our tech box, which is where we just sort of toss random cables and sort of went through that and worked out what we actually need and don't. So it was kind of easy to do in a way. Like, it wasn't super cognitively intense. I could just chuck on some YouTube and yeah. Oldest went out to our mate's place that night. And then here we have the third week of May. It's busy week still. And we ended up like the temperature sort of dropping from here. Oh, that's right. Oh my goodness. When I got up in the morning, our oldest boy cat was like outside. He's an inside cat. He does not go outside. When I went towards the back door, he was on the outside looking in at me. It was crazy. My husband had gone out to use the gym in the morning, and he must have snuck out while it was still dark and hadn't realized. Oh my goodness. Yeah. We wouldn't have even known, but anyway, I'm so glad he was trying to work out how to get back in. It was raining and cold, so I think it was a really good example, you know, for him to see that it's just not nice outside. He just needs to be in. My dailies. We'd started watching Hazen Ordell, who does the TV show Primal Survivor, and it's so fun. It's just such a beautiful representation of lots of different cultures and environments and biomes, and it's just beautiful. Oh, that's right. Youngest is doing The Hobbit for school, and so we've been watching through the movies. This was the second one. He'd read up to the chapters of he'd finished the chapters that movie is portraying. I pulled out some of my Shimmer drops watercolor paints here. Hopefully that comes through. It's so pretty and sparkly. I really should use that more, hey. Youngest got another award. It's a quiet Saturday. Yeah, I think we did make it to, yeah, that's right. Husband and I went to Bunnings to buy some cupboards. We're just getting some extra storage for the homeschool equipment. We've been doing homeschool. This is our 4th year now, and it's just, yeah, I'm accumulating so many resources, which is incredible, but it's difficult to know how to store it all. And we watched the Survivor 50 final. Just so fun. On Sunday, we're pretty weary, and we're all just sort of having a bit of a day at home rest day, but we did sort of decide to go out for a picnic, and I found these purple mushrooms, which is just wild. It's actually like my phone background now because it's just so pretty. They were genuinely purple. And final week of May, I had done I got these little sticky notes from the Coffee Monsterz Co, and I had just popped some shimmer drops over the top with matching colors, but I didn't end up using them all. Actually, I don't think I used any of them. So I have sort of just been pinching them and putting them in other places. I think I've got an example sometime later. Yeah, here. So I've just been pulling them off and using them as needed. I had another float after work. I really like pairing it that way. So this is my dailies for the final week. It's the purple mushrooms. We went for a picnic at one of the locations where I meet my clients for work, and so I could see that the purple mushrooms were still there, and I was really chuffed by that. Paperwork, trying to stay on top of things. Playing with fountain pen ink a little bit more, and you know, sometimes there's a mess that comes with that. This was like a little bit of ephemera from just some scrapbooking paper, and then I painted over top just to sort of see how it would go. The paint actually like peeled off, and I had to like stick it down with glue, so it seems to be staying now though. We watched the final Hobbit movie. We really pushed to kind of get that done. We want to sort of move him into a little bit more extensive kind of themes work and intro to essay writing. He's in high school now, so I wanted to kind of get through the actual text itself. So we've still got sort of just under half a term left to kind of work on that. We put together the cupboards that we had bought the previous week, and well, my hubby put them together and I filled them. And that's the end of May. There wasn't an extra page, so in previous months I had done this sort of honeycomb, but I didn't have the spare page. It jumped straight into June, so yeah, I didn't do that this month. But so that's it. Bit of a quicker flip through this month. Do let me know if there's anything that you want to know where I got it from, or if I missed anything. I hope that you had a great May, and the coming month is a good one as well. See you next time. Bye.